Fair enough.
Hello and welcome. We are live from the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena in Spokane, Washington, and we are ready to bring you an excellent episode of SOW Ignition. How you doing today, Punk?
Well, I'm doing great, and I'm going to be doing even better in just a moment with Bia Quinn kicking off this episode.
Like you said, our opening match tonight, Bia Quinn is taking on Kat Roberts.
She has finally returned from her corporate-approved vacation at the beach. As we are approaching world record, she's still looking for a match. Can you believe that she's not been booked for this fucking pay-per-view yet? I mean, she is our top female talent, maybe our top talent on the entire roster. And she's having to open the show on Ignition without an opponent for world record. Kat Roberts has a very tough task, because I assume as well, after what happened last week with what Hera said, Bia Quinn is not in a good mood.
Well, I can definitely imagine her not being on the world record card. She doesn't have a title.
There's more to wrestling than championships, my friend.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the only announced match for the whole show currently is the women's world title. So nobody really is on the card except for those two at the moment. Of course, that could change tonight, as tonight's main event is a tag team title eliminator between Meat and the tag team champions, Death Row. We also do have a #1 contendership between Hoshina Kimiko and Keiko, which will decide Charli Scene's opponent at world record.
How in the world did Hoshina Kimiko end up in a #1 contenders match for a championship?
She's been winning matches. I mean, that's just it. She's been winning matches.
Well, now we are being graced with the best women's wrestler on the planet, better than the entire Glory roster, top to bottom, and all of its history, Bia Quinn, with a nice grapple to start.
Just to continue on the more important point, we also have a Kurata Hideaki versus Elijah Lee match happening later tonight, as well as all 4 winners of the Jump Start Elimination facing off in a fatal 4-way.
Now we're seeing Bia Quinn letting Kat Roberts get in some early offense. Just you have to make the match interesting for people at home watching this. Big Enzuguri there. Kat Roberts stunned. She's trying to deal some damage, but already a little groggy. Bia Quinn clearly heavy-handed with her strikes tonight.
Well, like you said, I doubt she's very pleased with her. Well, punishment seems like a weird word. But her...
That's exactly what it was.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what the corporate term is. There's a corporate term that isn't punishment. It's
discipline?
Discipline, yeah, that's the one. Her discipline from her actions last week. Or I guess I should say lack of action last week.
She was on vacation, and it was clear as day. I mean, you don't... Look, I've worked in corporate America plenty. PTO, prepare the others. They had another match prepared. I don't see how you can punish Bia for taking PTO.
Because she's, under contract. Unapproved holidays you can't just take. You gotta get approvals.
It's wrestling.
You still gotta get approvals. You're contracted to the company, whether it's wrestling or not. You have a duty to fulfill.
Yeah, we'll have to find out, do some investigative journalism, and find out if that PTO request was approved or denied.
According to Hera, there was no approval. According to Bia, there was.
Hera is very biased.
Bia is also quite biased. Towards herself exclusively. And Hera's...
And towards dealing those strikes to Kat Roberts. We're seeing a lot more striking from Bia tonight than I think I'm used to, at least in the early goings of the match.
Yeah, usually she's spending the early goings taunting.
Yeah, she's like that. And that. But yeah, immediately bring in the announcer's jinx to the opening match in Ignition.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we say something, it's like they can. It's like they have earbuds that just tell them what we're saying so they can make us look stupid.
A tale's all his time in wrestling. Ooh, big thrust kick there. And now a drop kick. Kat Roberts is probably thinking, man, maybe I should have accepted this match.
I'm sure Kat Roberts is fine. She's used to facing tough opponents. This is something that she's kind of skyrocketed herself here at SOW to like the
interesting way to describe it.
Well, I mean, her first opponent is the now, or not now, but you know, one of the top wrestlers here in SOW, Nishi Kazumi. And then she was her her second match, #1 contenders match for the national title, which she won in a triple threat. Hard to win those. And then she had, obviously, the national title match. Didn't win it, unfortunately for her. But, you know, those are big matches to have as your first 3 matches in SOW. Not many people can come in saying, oh, they started on high gear and then moved up to immediately getting high-level matches. And even less women can say, yeah, I didn't even go to high gear. I just came straight up to the high levels.
Well, none of those matches you listed are bigger than this match for her tonight up against Bia Quinn. She takes her down there, and now Bia with the pin, looking to win it early, but unable to do so, unfortunately. And now Bia with more theatrics, really trying to appease the crowd despite her frustration. Seems like general managers and Bia Quinn just might not get along, like as a permanent rule of thumb, no matter who it is.
As long as Bia has her current attitude about wrestling, I'm imagining that'll continue to be the case most of the time.
You have like Bia's got an attitude problem.
Wait a minute! The DDT! She just stole Kat Roberts' DDT and then hit her with another one!
And that's why she's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Kat Roberts back on her feet into a sleeper.
For a bit of Bia Quinn history, for those of you who may have joined SOW late and have not watched our expansive tape library available on YouTube for free, Bia Quinn used to win matches exclusively with her opponent's finishers on her way to winning the SOW Women's World Championship.
Even while she had it for a little while there. Bitchmaker was not a common occurrence during Bia's early run at SOW. It was more reserved for people she actually felt she needed to beat with her own moves. People she didn't think were easy.
Well, now we're seeing Kat Roberts try and get back into this one. She did a couple layers of her own. Oh my God, the roundhouse kick is into a straight punch. I have campaigned for this for the last almost full year. We cannot have these illegal punches to Bia Quinn's face. This has got to be addressed by the Rules Committee.
Well, you just saw the Queen driver. Also, the Rules Committee have absolutely heard your comments, by the way. You sure have got their tweets, right? The messages?
I don't use Twitter.
Oh, well, I mean, they've definitely messaged about how there's not going to illegalize the closed fist punching. It's just not going to happen.
But they have to protect Bia Quinn's face. It's the face that makes this company all of its money.
Well, right now, the face that is on top of the women's division, unfortunately for me, not competing tonight, though we did have an excellent match from her last week.
I didn't say that the person who's the champion is the moneymaker. That's not necessarily true.
Well, no, but she is.
Bia even laughing at your statement, because you know they're listening. She laughs at your statement in the ring, and now she's trying to rip Kat Roberts' arm off.
Bia has been implementing submissions in her moveset a lot more lately. Something I've noticed. It's, and they're all arm-based. You know, oh my God, the call for the DDT, but Bia blocks it. I was gonna say, arm-based submissions is a lot like her former protege, Charli Scene. That was Charli Scene's go-to for a while.
Bia did teach Charli as much as she could. It's not really too surprising that Bia would have these submissions in her own repertoire now, is it?
I mean, it's not surprising, it's just that she's literally never done it.
She's evolving as a competitor as she continues to carry this company on her shoulders. She knows what's best for business, and the more moves you have as a wrestler, the better you are. Holy
Jesus.
crap!
Drop kick on the hanging through the ropes. Crowd is definitely loving this. Sling blade!
Uh-oh!
Oh, but the attempt for the lariat was blocked, but Bia quickly responding with a drop kick instead. Now taking the match to the outside, jumping arm breaker.
Is continuing to
oh, wait a minute! Oh my God, the DDT! Right on the outside, you're gonna hear the crowd chanting, holy shit at that!
I'm gonna have to campaign for the DDT to be banned because of the potential damage it can do to Bia Quinn's face.
The DDT, yeah, okay.
The DDT has to get Sling Blade!
Oh, this could be over right here. This could be it. Oh my God, she pulls out the bitchmaker! You know Bia felt threatened when she took that DDT on the outside. She did not want to take another, so she put a close to the match.
I don't know about threatened. I mean, she was going for the bitchmaker before the DDT on the outside.
Yeah, but she straight up went directly into it that time.
Oh my gosh, she has a mic!
Come on, you've only wrestled like 3. 4 maybe.
Greatness is speaking.
Who, me? Yeah, I know. Quit whispering. It's fucking weird, bro. If you're gonna talk.
I don't want to speak over.
The fans can't hear you. Only the TV audience can, and they'll turn her up.
You know that's right.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, take this whisper. Oh, well, we do have to find out when FTL plans to take on Damian Oxley. Hera has told him that if he doesn't make the decision, she will.
Yeah, not surprising, Hera continuing to overreach those talent contracts with matches. I mean, she needs to be careful. I know Bia's move. Dude is fucking crazy, okay? He will sue you for anything.
Yeah, I mean...
we'll ignore the fact that he doesn't have a winning record in court, but, you know... We'll...
I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like a very sound legal strategy, okay?
This is true. I will say we've been here the last couple days, and there's not really a lot going on.
Whoa. Let's not get the fans to kill us right now.
You're the one who said they can't hear me when I was not wanting to talk over Bia.
The ones right behind you might be able to hear you, but outside, like they're the ones who will reach over the desk. We don't want to cause any issues here. God, don't tell me it's one of these guys. I got enough of this from the old men on Twitter.
So I don't use it.
I can't blame you. It's just a lot of this.
I don't ask Grok what its opinions on indie wrestling is, that's for sure.
Wait, you don't use Twitter, but you know what Grok is?
People meme on other social media.
Oh, okay. Huh?
I mean, Hat's got one of those too. Man, I might be spitting here.
No, wait a minute. There's no way he could pick that, right?
I mean, it could be a loophole because she didn't give him like a certain amount of dates to pick from.
She did just say, pick when you want to have the match. If he's gonna... Is he really gonna pick the Sky Dome? I mean, that would be a crazy pay-per-view confirmation if Tara allowed that.
Oh.
Okay.
Going to ruin wrestling.
Yeah, it sounds like he wants world record. Well, it's time for our next match tonight. Kurata Hideaki taking on Elijah Lee. Kurata's been on a bit of a singles run ever since Judas was unfortunately injured a few weeks back. And he's been doing pretty good.
I was going to say, a talented singles wrestler in his own right, as well as a absolute beast in the tag division. I mean, if your partner's going to be out for an extended period of time, why not try and rack up some wins? It's world record season. You never know what could happen.
Exactly. And his opponent tonight, not quite the same level of success in singles as he's had in the tag scene in season 2. He was running with a crowd that I'm not a big fan of. I don't think you're a big fan of them either.
No. Still believe it's the worst case scenario to ever happen in SOW.
Wow, even over Dia losing the title?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Even my casting partner has some common sense when it comes to Bea Quinn.
Anyway, so we did have it confirmed, by the way, during the break that at World Record it will be FTL 101 with Damian Oxley.
Well, that's going to be very, very interesting. There is a long history here in SOW of FTL being a piece of shit. So we'll have to see how Damian Oxley holds up against that after the betrayal he suffered not that long ago. And Elijah Lee taunting Kurata, telling him to bring it as this match begins.
I don't know if I would do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that either. And Kurata Hideaki is a very, very, like we were saying, talented wrestler. Already 2 wins since he came back to the singles division.
Basically no time. I mean, that was only a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive that he has just come through and dominated. One thing to note when it comes to the rankings, Bea currently at a -2 at the bottom of the women's mid-card thanks to that 6-point total reduction that she is suffering from at the moment.
It's ridiculous. You can't tell me that there's not an agenda against her with that kind of news. She's literally the top talent in that division.
Well, it was 5 already, so really the 2 barely mattered. Kat Roberts, if we want to just quickly go through the rest of this, Kat Roberts has maintained her position currently in the 7th place in the mid-card division. Obviously, at the top of the mid-card for the women's is Nishi Kazumi, followed by Hoshina Kimiko and Keiko, but given Nishi, should also actually be suffering under a ranking reduction. I wonder if they just didn't add that in or if she's already gotten rid of it. I guess it's always possible. Nishi wins a lot. I'll have to check with our data folks to figure that one out. But the two right under her, Kimiko Keiko, will be on later tonight in a #1 contenders match as Kurata hits the Blazing Destiny right there
early.
yeah, very early. He's not looking to have, oh my God, the Blazing Stamp. He's not looking to have a long match at all. But Elijah, too tough. Only getting 1 count out of him.
Yeah, it's for, you know, the influence of Trent Taylor, the workhorse of SOW, has probably rubbed off on Elijah Lee. He's probably learning from him, for better or worse. Likely worse.
I mean, yeah, speaking of Trent Taylor, that was one of the better matches that we had in Season 1 was Kurata Hideaki versus Trent Taylor. I think it was the only match from Ignition that season to get nominated for Match of the Year. Pretty sure everything else was a pay-per-view match.
I think you're correct. Right now, Elijah Lee's going to have to find a way around the much more experienced competitor and Kurata.
Yeah, former WWSL World Heavyweight Champion.
Kind of the big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that title has a storied history to it. And Kurata's reign was nothing to sneeze at either. Held it for 107 days. Wasn't the best reign in the world, but, you know, it's a solid one, and it ended mostly due to injury. I mean, he probably would have held it a lot longer if he hadn't, I think it was his leg, his ACL actually, I think, was torn in that period.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Not everyone's going to be a Quinn and have a record-setting world title win for your first one.
Well, no, yeah, and I mean, even Bia Quinn didn't set the record for longest reigning champion here in SOW. So it really is hard, you know?
And by default. Yeah.
What do you mean by default?
He's the longest reigning women's world champion in SOW.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're saying only women's world champion and not just champion, period.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. It's pretty hard to have another one longer reigning when the second ever champion hasn't reached the same duration.
Yes.
No, you gotta be kidding. There's no way!
Oh my God.
The setting sun already? And it almost gets the 3. Elijah surviving it just barely.
Surviving is the key word here.
Kurata's beating his ass.
He's trying to mount some offense here, but it might be too little too late. These little diving crossbodies are essentially being shrugged off.
He's gonna try to take it to the outside. You know how, well, yeah, I was gonna say, you know how last.
Yeah, I was thinking they can fight dirty.
Kurata tried to block it, but got kicked down, and now here's the T800. Throws him into the barricade, gets back into the ring. Elijah's gonna take his time to rest on the outside for a bit. That gives Kurata time to recover too. And Kurata, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. The setting sun, but that's right at the ropes. And oh my God.
He's got him tucked in.
Yeah, he tucked him in so deep. Elijah was forced to kick out again.
I cannot believe that he did.
Wait a minute, Genesis Driver. That's the move that injured Suave. Oh, but Elijah, looks like he wasn't able to hurt Kurata in the same way. Every time I see him hook the leg in that position, I get concerned. But it looks like Kurata is trying to end it right here. Big Demon Fang, followed by a ripcord into the Blazing Stamp. And that's the cover. And that's it. Kurata with the explosive offense in this match. He tore Elijah apart. Well, folks, I mean, that just goes to show you, when you step into the ring with a former world champion, wait, what, huh?
Oh, wait, oh, come on. So you're that upset you got your ass beat that we're going to have to jump him afterwards?
I mean, are we even surprised at this point? This is just their MO. They do this every time. I'm shocked they didn't jump him in the middle of the match when they thought they weren't winning. Oh, here we go. Assisted powerbomb. Yay. Oh, great.
Can we get security or something? Oh,
wait a minute.
That's better than security. It's Mexicano.
Yeah, that is going to be, and they backed off pretty quick. They didn't even want to keep fighting. As soon as Meiji got in the ring, they stepped back, and Kurata now standing side by side, and oh my God!
Oh my God!
Well, with Judas out, it looks like Meiji is looking to take his place and assist Kurata in fighting off Last Will at world record. Well, it is confirmed. I thought for a moment I was so confused because I could not hear any music. But I forget, Atomico's music takes a while to start. But here we are. It is time. It is time for the Jump Start winners match. This is just some interesting hair decided to put together. Every single winner of all 4 of the Jump Start eliminations that have happened here in SOW so far in a fatal 4-way to decide who is the greatest Jump Start winner. And starting with
they're the jumpiest, startiest match.
Oh my God! No, we need 6. We need 6 people, 6 winners, and then it'd have to be another elimination, right? We'd need that. Maybe we'll get that after 2 more Jump Start eliminations. Though. Who knows?
Hey, write that down. Write that down. We'll have to send out the Hera.
Make sure you put that your name on it too. Last time you didn't credit it.
Yeah, that's true.
But here we go. The winner of the most recent Jump Start, Jay Wukong. So we got the winner of the first and the winner of the most recent and the man who has been in the most. Because keep in mind, Jay Wukong was in every Jump Start elimination match until he won one. Oh, and then here we have the winner of the third one. Yay! Clap, everybody. Give big applause. Big clap, big hands. You're not clapping. Why aren't you clapping? Hello? I think my partner's having mic issues.
I am. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I got reconnected. Cool. That was weird. I was just so excited for Chikara that I unplugged my microphone.
Yeah, that's, you know, I mean, I can't say it's unusual. You do that a lot. You probably should stop because they said it's hard.
But now the man who will face FTL at world record in just a few weeks.
Yeah, actually.
Gets a chance to get an easy dub in his mind. Not saying this will be an easy dub at all, but.
Well, I mean, potentially, yeah. There is somebody that I think you could pin quite easily in this match.
Yes.
There's just the problem of the other 2 might not let that happen. Tomiko immediately going for a pin on Jay Wukong, but obviously this early in the match, as in the first 2 seconds, Jay's not going to stay down for the 3 minute.
No.
It seems we've
unfortunately neither is Chikara.
No. These seems to have paired off already. Tomiko, I genuinely don't know how he does that, mind you. That's just the craziest level of strength for a man his size to be lifting and body slam Jay Wukong like that.
Right, but also Jay Wukong just getting up when he tried the
elbow.
The top row move is really funny.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of switching off opponents here. I'm just kidding. Tomiko is looking to take out everyone looking for early pin on Chikara. He can do it. Unfortunately, he does not.
No, Chikara is, I mean, The problem with Chikara for me isn't necessarily that he's bad or that he's annoying or that he is a jerk. It's just that he is always so present and confident and yet never really has anything to show for it that I get kind of tired of seeing him.
I mean, he did win the final 20 circuit.
Yeah, like, I mean, he has that accomplishment. Didn't go so well for us. I mean, yeah, it also just didn't go so well for us, so I'm not really fond of it.
That's probably an understatement, yeah. I mean, if he had just, you know, not had his ego run rampant, one, it's very likely that Hermes could still be our world champion right now.
Oh, probably, yeah. If we're being completely honest. Unless Nagadomi somehow snaked Hermes into another match, then I mean, who knows in that point.
But does Nagadomi get the chance to compete without the crossover shows if he doesn't win the world title? I don't think so.
Well, there is formula, but if there was formula happening, we probably wouldn't have had this story with Ryan for the world title. So I don't. This is all hypothetical. That very much not likely to have happened. If we're being completely honest, like if Chikara had faced Hermes one-on-one like he was supposed to, and not invited or opened the door for Nagadomi with that world title challenge against Nagadomi, then Hermes likely would be world champion, and if he wasn't, Chikara would have been, and it still would have been an SOW, and we probably wouldn't be so annoyed with him. That was a sick fucking move.
On the Chikara.
Yeah, but yeah, like we probably wouldn't be so annoyed with him if he had just had his one-on-one match. We'd probably actually be cheering him as our world champion. But no.
I mean, he might even still have a tag team partner.
Yeah, maybe they would have somehow managed to win both belts. It would have been very odd because you're not supposed to be able to do that here in SOW. You usually can't challenge for a title while you're holding one, unless it's the Ignition title.
Chikara getting drop kicked.
Ooh, roll up, but Chikara just slaps him out of it.
He does like to ruin good things. That was a very good pinning combination there, and Chikara just absolutely cannot have the spotlight on anyone but him.
No, and that really does sum up the majority of Chikara's career since winning the final 20 circuit. He's been like this ever since he had that taste of glory. You'd almost say it poisoned him.
I'm sure Seiji Maeda would agree.
Yeah, and I hate to agree with Seiji because he is kind of being a jerk lately. I mean, I don't know if you've run into him backstage since all of this happened, but he is. Oh my God, Pounce!
Oh, Pounce!
Yeah, he's.
But no, I haven't talked to Seiji. I've not been at the High Gear tapings, so I've not seen him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm usually just around because they hate him.
I mean, I'm sure that's true. I just normally have other plans.
So, you know, like, this is my life.
Yeah, I mean, look, I respect it. Unlike Chikara, I don't respect him at all.
We got a series of super kicks here from Atomico to Damian Oxley, and Chikara's fighting.
3?
Yeah, it took 3. Wait a minute, half and half suplex into the cover. And now, Aussie roll. Doesn't get the 3 there either.
Oh, Chikara with a deadlift, legit. Wukong, and then gets turned inside out.
Jesus. Wukong tossed to the ropes. Oxley avoids him though, forces him to run. 10 minutes gone in this match. Wukong lifting Oxley up.
Don't let him steal this.
Oh, he almost did with a schoolboy pin.
My favorite pinning combination.
The Famouser!
No.
Oh my God, Wukong picked Atomico up as Oxley kicked the shit out of Chikara. None of them were trying to win the match that way. They were all just like, not you.
I can't blame them.
I mean, I can't either. It's just very funny that they specifically went not. Ooh! Wukong tried to set Oxley up for a move from Atomico, but not tag partners, and Wukong's a little annoyed that didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Ooh,
So
vicious.
I will say too, if you're in this match and you're not Damien Oxley, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to earn a spot on the world record card. I'm just gonna throw this out there. There is not a signed national title match.
Not
for the
currently,
men's
no.
division.
And you know,
This could almost serve as the jumpiest, startiest match.
you could argue that. Yeah, I mean, the winner won't get any bonus points because it's not elimination. It's first fall to the finish. But oh my God, powerbomb, high stack. Kick out from Chikara though. But yeah, like you were just alluding to, this would be a big help for a lot of these guys. System shock! And oh my God, Chikara tries to steal the cover and actually pulls him out of it.
He said, absolutely not.
You are not stealing the cover off of my fucking finish. Big back fist from Wukong. Oh my God, in sync! Leapfrog, Bulldog versus a Hurricane Rana from the other side. Cover from Oxley.
Oh wow, Chikara almost pushed Jay into that to break up the pin.
Almost. Now Oxley got Chikara in the figure four.
Woo.
Sambo suplex from Oxley gets tossed out by Chikara, but it's a Carolyn lift suplex to Atomico. Atomico with a DDT. Huge super kick.
Oh my God, that took his head off.
And the big swing. Also Togari. Quick disconnect there from my partner. He'll be right back in just a moment. Sleeper hold applied. Oxley's fighting it.
Fighting.
Yeah. There's no rope breaks here though. Sleeper suplex. Chikara lifting everybody up. I don't know about that.
He's not known for his strategy. Seiji was the brains.
Oh my God.
No, Damien, why? Not the SOW special from Chikara!
Damien Oxley at this point is just looking for an opportunity to win the match, I think. Chikara, I'm not sure why he helped in that, but there's that high stack powerbomb for the fourth time on the, I think he's given one to every competitor now. Off the ropes. Water wheel drop.
Something nasty here.
He's looking to it, but he couldn't get it.
Oh!
Back fist from Chikara into the cover. Wukong kicks out. Oxley with a senton. Chikara goes up top after the Hangman neckbreaker. Senton of his own. Moonsault from Oxley. Dragon screw from Chikara to Wukong. Wukong hits a backbreaker on Chikara. Meanwhile, Atomico's
dragon screw for a second there. Oh!
K-bomb! And that, I think, is gonna do it. Oxley wasn't paying attention. Shows a little frustration there.
Yeah, I don't think he would have made it in time anyway.
No, I don't think so. I think that was well out of reach. He had to hope that he could finish his move and that Chikara would kick out, but Wukong wins the four-way. Oh, God damn it. I mean, I can't. I feel like I shouldn't say that because we knew this was happening, but still, God damn it.
This is why I intentionally disconnect my mic, because I don't want to talk about this piece of human garbage.
I don't know why he's here. What do we pay him? What does he do?
He runs his mouth and has our Ignition champion jumped routinely.
Also stole the tag titles. I mean, it's hard to say that. As frustrating as it is, Clint and Trent didn't actually cheat to win those belts in any way, shape, or form. They just won them.
But they're probably not in that tournament if it's not for this man right here.
Probably not. They're not even a team if it's not for him. I'm sure he's the whole reason Clint decided to redirect his attention to the tag belts. I don't even know how he managed to convince that. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh, no.
Well, okay, I mean, I was told at first that Aaron wasn't here tonight because there's not an Ignition champion seated because he wasn't around, but maybe did Kevin Daniels fly him in? That's his music.
Yeah, it's definitely his theme.
Oh my God, he's here! He's here!
When did he get in the building? I didn't see him.
We were here at call time. He was not here. I'm looking at your notes. I can see my notes. We have nothing about him being in the building.
No, I mean, I was pretty sure the whole reason there wasn't an edict tonight was because he wasn't going to be here. He's already fulfilled his obligation.
His next, as Kevin Daniels has alluded to, his next match doesn't have to be until world record if that's what he wants.
Tell him, Aaron. Talk that talk.
Woo! Say it again, louder, for Death Row in the back.
Did you say Death Row?
Yes.
That's hilarious. I'm writing that down.
Put on a shirt. Then tell merch department it was my idea.
Of course. I made sure to put your name next to it.
Now this I could get behind, because Aaron was alluding to Kevin being defenseless. And I will note, Kevin is alone tonight.
Yeah, no flank A's. I mean, we saw Last Will was out here earlier. They probably could have flanked him, but I don't know if they would really be excited to fight. And obviously Death Row has to prepare. Quinn and Trent have to prepare for their match later tonight. They don't want to risk any kind of injury ahead of that. So,
or suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen what Hera does not like that kind of behavior from champions.
Oh, not at all. Kevin is talking mad shit right now. Talking mad shit on his own people.
I'll say he's on his own guys.
Huh.
He truly is a piece of human garbage.
He's outright saying that none of the people he sent against Aaron were meant to beat Aaron.
Go ahead and kick him across the head, Aaron. Just, we know you can kick him right now.
Put him on your shoulders. Drop him on your knee. Make him sleep for a little while.
Yeah, he's got bags under his eyes. He can use a nap. There's no one under contract named Death.
No, you've got to be fucking kidding me. No.
He doesn't work here. He can't do that.
No.
We're going to have to get that confirmed. We'll be back.
Well, it's time for our national championship, women's national championship #1 contenders match. Toshina Kimiko taking on the Onamusha Keiko. Kimiko representing Shining.
Yeah, about the reflection off the damn graphic almost blinded me in my left eye.
Oh, it is Shining. It's very
they didn't have to make it that literal. Jesus Christ.
Well, her opponent is not going to be an easy one. Keiko has some very stiff strikes in her moveset, very well known for her MMA history back before she was in JTW. And now she is here to take over the women's national title division. But first she has to get through Hoshina Kimiko.
I mean, that isn't necessarily super difficult.
We've seen Kimiko wrestle Aiko to a 30-minute draw, wrestle Bia to a 30-minute draw. We've seen her do quite a bit in this company. It's just that, unfortunately, she hasn't come out on the winning end enough times.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm continuously intrigued by Keiko. I've not seen her a ton, but I'm still trying to figure out her behavior going back to the four-way match to crown the national champion.
Yes, stopped Kimiko from breaking up the pin, allowing Charli to win the title by pinning Nishikizumi, who Charli would then go on later to defeat in a last woman standing match on Spring Carnival.
And what's really strange is that it doesn't seem like she's aligned with the Bangers.
No, it feels like she hasn't really aligned with anybody. She's just doing her own thing.
She's got her own agenda, and she's not really talking about it. I've not interviewed her or spoken to her translator or anything like that, so I don't know what her deal is. We'll see if she can punch a ticket to one of our biggest shows of the year.
I know that Kimiko tried to get in contact with Keiko a few weeks back, and Keiko wasn't willing to listen, wasn't interested. And now they're in a match against one another to crown the #1 contender for this match at World Record. You gotta wonder what will happen if Keiko wins this. And
could that have been her plan all along? Did she believe that out of the women in that match, she just had to make sure Nishikizumi didn't win?
It's very possible. I mean, as we
said, she can take out Keiko here, and then that just leaves Charli Scene.
Yeah, like we've said plenty of times, Nishi is one of the greatest competitors in SOW, and it's actually yeah, come on, you have agreed.
You've said it. I have never said it. Be a Quinn is #1.
I've said one of.
Art and out loud.
I said one of, not the greatest, because the greatest is Kimura Aiko.
No.
Like, she is clearly the best we've ever had, the best we ever will have.
She lost to Bia.
And then beat her twice.
Semantics.
So yeah, anyways, my point being that obviously Nishi is somebody most wrestlers in this division would try to avoid. She's not somebody that anybody would be happy that they have to go up against, given her skill, her talent that she's shown at her young age. How close she's come multiple times to the world title, let alone the national. It was actually a massive shock, is where I was trying to go, that Charli was able to outlast her in that last woman standing match. Makes you wonder what Charli lately is made of.
I don't want to give her too much credit. I mean, my actual knee-jerk reaction to that comment, I had to almost bite my tongue because part of my new contract means I cannot even imply specific shaming of certain competitors' bodies.
Yeah. You accepted some censoring deals, huh? To get more money.
It was specifically that only.
That is very funny. Who negotiated your contract? Who was the one that was irritated that much by that?
Hera. This is apparently a request from Hera.
Okay, you know, that doesn't shock me too much. I cannot imagine she was pleased.
No, she said that, you know, it was funny as a bit, but then I kept doing it, and it got me in trouble. So.
Okay, so basically, she was okay with it when it was a funny joke one time, but when you kept doing it, she was like, oh, okay, this is gonna get really old fast. Got it.
Yeah, just like how it seems like Keiko's already tired of dealing with Kimiko.
Well, Kimiko is well known to be very resilient as she lands that big vertical there. It's always been hard for people to put her away. That's actually been her kind of credit in this company, is it's very difficult to beat Hoshina Kimiko. And
this should be
the downside to that, well, I mean, even Bia, like I said, had that 30-minute draw and had to go fight her again took her a lot more seriously the second time to beat her. But yeah, like I was about to say, is Kimiko has a survivability of like 10. The problem is that the attack strength does not seem to be equatable, which is why her matches often end in draws rather than losses or victories. She can handle a lot, but she also doesn't dish out quite as much in return, it feels.
Kind of a lot of the same comments that we made about Aaliyah Pope in the past.
I mean, the thing with Aaliyah Pope, though, is like, she can do the damage, she just then doesn't go for damn pins. You know, I feel like she's had multiple matches won, and then she picks her opponent back up, and they recover.
That's why I said similar to the comments, but not the same comments. They both have surprisingly fatal flaws you wouldn't expect to see from wrestlers at the highest level.
Well, I mean, that is what comes with youth, and to a degree, I guess Kimiko is size. She tries to work around her size, but it almost feels like her style is not the right style for what she's been given by nature. She tries very hard to wrestle almost like a certain world champion in a stable that has death in the name. You know, with that double underhook DDT.
No.
You don't even want to think about that, huh?
I don't. I really, really don't.
I can't blame you necessarily. I mean, it is very tiring what's going on. But that's not...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, dodged the frog splash, got up immediately. She was waiting.
With the leg sweep, but I mean, that was a big middle finger to Kimiko right there. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, absolutely. And now Kimiko, frustrated, irritated, but gets caught, dropped on the turnbuckle. Christ.
That is a very dangerous move. And I'm not Kimiko's biggest fan, but I don't want anyone in our company to ever be injured. That could easily do it.
Well, Kimiko responds on, lands the frog splash this time. Keiko got a little too confident, but she still manages to kick out. Now she's picked Kimiko up, and oh my God!
The pinpoint accuracy of that super kick, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
The crowd is fucking losing their minds, and I can't blame them. I mean, Kimiko is known to put on some really good matches here. And this one's starting to pick up, but it might just be ending with the katana!
She's going for the cover. Oh, a deep, deep pin.
And that's it! Keiko now just got a title shot against Charli Scene, and oh my God, she isn't even gonna stay to celebrate. She's just leaving.
It's on to the next mission, and that next mission is Charli Scene.
What? That's the bangers thing. We've got to be kidding. There's no goddamn way.
Speaking things into existence.
What is the Dashko? What is the Dashko doing out there? And what? Wait, she's waiting for. Oh my! What? Both of them are out here. Is Charli gonna come out? No, it's just these two.
I mean, Kimiko is essentially defenseless right now.
She's still recovering.
Keiko is gone.
Keiko just straight up walked out. Didn't wait a second, and right after she left, these two started coming down here, and it looks like they don't have good intentions, it looks like.
Not surprised. Oh! It should have been me!
And that is their well-known finishing move, one of the two of them that they used when they were a tag team in JTW, and Nishi! Nishi's coming here.
Super surprising.
Oh my God, she grabbed the
shit.
kendo stick immediately. She's swinging, but she got caught by Dashko. Dashko then got caught in return.
Things are breaking down very quick for the second time tonight.
Yeah, but this time the stakes are even, and it looks like the Bangers are not willing to back off. As Shining and Bangers go to war a little bit here.
We love us some gang wars here at SOW.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get security in here quick though. Oh, I don't think this was scheduled. Let me double check my remote real quick. It seems like we have a promo from ZC Woods coming. He's definitely not in the next match, so.
So my notes had the main event next.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then we get something fun surprises. We hadn't had any. Well, I guess we technically have, but
there's been fun surprises all night long.
Yeah,
World Record suddenly got a card.
It has actually. Yeah, that is a good point because shockingly, Hera has informed us that Bangers versus Shining will be on Overclock 8, which will be the pre-show for World Record. So get excited. Overclock pre-show coming back.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. At this point, why is anyone underestimating Nagatomi Ali?
You fucking got me, man. The guy is genuinely he's legend level already. He's not necessarily at the age where you would want to call him a legend, but he's at the level. I mean, even in JPW, the man just had his 9th title defense not long ago, and is sitting at almost a year as their champion.
God, it makes a shiver down my spine.
I'm hoping Ryan pulls it out at World Record. If that match, I mean, it's still not fully confirmed. Obviously, we're waiting for the contract signing.
We'll have everything finalized next week, as what I'm hearing. But
yep, that's what I'm hearing as well. Is next week we'll open with a contract signing for the World Record World Heavyweight Title match. But Woods is just describing where he went wrong in that match, and I mean, I can't necessarily disagree with his summarization. He clearly had the Dragon Hell Crash scouted, but he wasn't ready for Nagatomi to go, yeah, I'll just keep hitting you with Dragon Fangs then. Until you stay down. Nagatomi's a genius. He can pivot so easily. You've got to start preparing. If you're going to wrestle him, you have to prepare for him to do whatever he feels like doing in a match. You have to be ready for him to adapt to what you're doing. If you're already adapted to his style.
Oh, whoa. What the?
Oh my God, that's three new entrants for the world, the Grand Prix after World Record? What the?
I'm used to the House of Troubles making these spooky, ominous videos. Could this be who they've always been talking about?
Oh, this is the most ominous shit I've ever listened to in my life. Paradise? Lilith has been giving some warnings lately. She gave one to ZC Woods just last week, I think. Well, now it is main event time here in SOW. And it is going to be a tag team eliminator match. There is a very good chance that we will, tonight, decide who will be challenging Death Row for the World Tag Team titles at World Record. And God, I have some high-ass hopes for Meat.
They have surprised us over and over and over and over again. Can they do it at least one more time? They win this match, and they will be on one of our biggest shows of the year, competing for the tag titles that they believe they should have won the chance to compete for after the World Tag 500. But they do have to get through these fucking guys.
You know what makes me the angriest? This theme rules, and it's wasted on Kevin Daniels fucking lackeys.
Still can't go with the fact that these, of all the guys who would want to be someone else's lack, these two?
I don't get it. Trent Taylor, I mean, at least with him, there is no agenda. You don't know what he's thinking. We know what Clint Cassidy wanted. He was here to be the world champion, not a world champion, the world champion. And yet he's here just in the tag scene suddenly with a guy he's never worked with a guy he hated starting this series. Like starting in SOW. Trent Taylor was one of the guys he was the most frustrated about because he felt Trent cost him that match against Hermes at Rev Your Engines.
It's just, I want to know what Kevin Daniels said. What did he do to convince Clint Cassidy to do this? What did he, I mean, with Trent Taylor, he probably just said, you know, we're going to make this group and there'll be a lot of fighting. And just like Minoko from Expedition 33, he just said, yeah, okay, sure. But like, you know, for Clint, it doesn't make sense. I don't think it ever will.
I genuinely, like, his whole thing was going against the grain of the Cassidy family. The Cassidy family has always been tag guys. They've been tag guys and mid-card guys. They've never really wrestled in the world title division. They've never won world titles. So the fact that he would be willing to drop from the world title league to go for the tag title, oh
God.
Of course, Trent is so quick to go grab shit on the outside like that.
Marsh should have seen that coming, honestly.
I think he did. That's why he was immediately fighting him. Trying to get it out of his hands, and unfortunately he fell on it, but it looks like he managed to come out of it okay. And now here he is tagging in Suave. We've seen how Suave in the ring can be so explosive since they've started this team. But one thing I've noticed, Suave has slimmed down a little.
A little bit. He's definitely, that could be a focus more on like endurance and cardio versus just, you know, bodybuilding and strength.
Yeah, I mean, it's been working really well because he's been able to wrestle as the main lead point guy a lot in these matches. And it's worked.
Yeah, it's worked. I mean, it did wonders for them in the World Tag 500.
Yeah, runner up for a brand new tag team that has never actually teamed together before in this capacity. I mean, that's crazy. The World Tag 500 is an incredibly difficult tournament because there's so few opportunities in it, right? You got 2 shots. If you lose 2 matches, you're done. It's not like some of the other tournaments where there's a round robin system. You have the opportunity to win multiple matches even after 2 losses. Oh no. Oh God. Oh God.
That's real
close. Oh God.
Oh.
And I mean, Suave unshockingly busted right open.
We're lucky we didn't have some shards of that get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just someone over. Hey, yeah, you. Hey, get over here.
Okay. Yeah. We got a guy sweeping real quick. Yeah. That. I mean, I'm not shocked. It's Trent. Trent will literally. He doesn't give a shit. They can get DQ'd. He won't care. He's just here to hurt people.
How will Suave respond? That is the question here. Will this motivate him, or will it let him fall into Trent Taylor's pace, which could be all of a sudden they go from a chance to be at world record to watching it with us?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see for sure. I will say one thing that's been worrying me a little bit, this new mask from Trent. He hasn't really worn masks in the past that much, at least not proper ones. It's usually face paint or it's just like a basic cloth covering. This is a proper mask, and it's fucking weird.
It makes me think like maybe it's just part of a new look for now they're taking it seriously as a tag team.
That's true. I mean, this is it's not a new gear for Clint Cassidy. We've seen it before, but it is updated. It has a little more red on it, and it's matching better with the colors Trent Taylor is wearing. And Trent's gear is slightly updated from his usual black trunks, white shirt look. Also, just something else that's been throwing me off with Trent is not wearing the fucking shirt.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not used to seeing his tattoos. Oh my God. I mean, we can't say Clint was never known for his power. He's always been tossing people around like they're made of paper.
Mm-hmm. You know, Mars Namor is a big son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Big and shockingly agile, and a quick tag there from Clint. I thought he was going to go run towards the corner, but no, he backed all the way up, tagged out, and Mars wasn't able to tag out in kind. He was stun locked, basically. And once again, Trent
tagged there for a second.
He was, but it looks like he's okay. Maybe he's not as worried about Trent. More worried about Clint. Or maybe he just doesn't want to risk Suave getting back in the ring with... Oh, God. Oh, no, not like this. Come on, curb stomp. Don't... Oh, good. Cut play's in. Whew. I got worried for a moment there. That could be the end of the match, but cut play is on. SOW special!
Let's go!
And the fans loving it. Oh, my God. Cut play again right away. Dear God, Trent! With the decapitator, and Mars gets up and says, "Bring me another." And he responds with a repulsor kick, tags in Suave. And you can see Trent, who was also busted open on that glass earlier, is feeling it. Mars sets Suave up. And now Suave is ready with the spear. Into the cover, and that's going to bring Clint right in.
Oh, he almost missed.
Well,
he almost completely whiffed.
He tripped up Mars first, so Mars couldn't stop him, and then he got the pin broken up. But yeah, that moment of tripping up Mars almost cost them. I don't think Trent was going to kick out. No, come on.
I can't pop for that.
Get the chain, ref, the chain. Oh, he's not the legal. He's not the legal man either. Clint's the legal man. Well, I was going for a shoulder tackle. Clint just moved out of the way. But Mars is still feeling it. There's still hope in this match. Mars lariats him down. God, busts the knees. And now he's got him up for the Thunderfall! And Cup plays out. That could be it.
It could be it.
It is.
Yes!
Meat is going to world record. Swap once again with the pin.
Wow, what a show. What a main event. All of a sudden, world record is looking like an absolutely massive card.
Absolutely, folks. That is all the time we have now. As always, I am your lead commentator, Devil D, here with my co-commentator,
MD Punk.
We are going to sign off for now, and we will see you guys on the next Ignition. Stay tuned, because it's getting crazy.